Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Castlevania Lord of Shadows Ultimate Edition. Let's continue.
Gabriel has finally defeated Frankenstein's abomination. This hellish place is enough to thwart any man's resolve, and yet Gabriel seems completely willing to continue to the bitter end. I hardly recognize my old friend now.
What happened
A steely
here?
resolve has taken hold, and compassion is now gone from his heart. He doesn't sleep these days, more's the pity. He just rages at the world and those creatures that dare to confront him. This next challenge will tax his mind further, and I fear it may break it forever.
So, if you watched the last recording, this may seem familiar because I somehow crashed the program or closed the program and it didn't save. And
now, play with my toys.
well, I guess it's not too bad. It's just this fight that I have to do. So, we'll warm up here. I still can't go back and find the white key in that other puzzle section that I had with. Best I can figure, I decided to go to sleep, and I must have bumped my mouse button, and that somehow closed the game and didn't save the latest save. So that's a flaw in the game design, though, because clearly, as soon as I beat a level and I'm in that level end screen, I shouldn't have to hit start for it to save that. Games are so weird, particularly because of consoles, about saving only in specific spots, actually being developed in such a fashion that you could play the game without any memory at all, so that if it was like on a demo console with no access to a hard drive, I mean, you're talking like an Xbox 360 arcade setup. Oh man, and I've got to do it again. Darn it. I'm not warmed up enough.
Now, play with my toys.
So there's definitely stuff there that should not exist in modern PC games. It could easily always be saving, have multiple saves. Well, not always save, but save after anything whatsoever happened. You saw in the last recording, you beat this as soon as it went to that cutscene. After beating this, it completely should have corrected there and saved that state. It's kind of completely backwards too. The games are almost always loading, and yet never. A lot of times they don't save. Part of that is also they don't want to save in a position or place where the game would crash or potentially you would be stuck, which is also a consideration. There you go. Get this guy. This is the only way to beat these guys. It feels like the other characters.
How dare you break my toys!
Have usually one or two ways you can beat them. These guys have to do that cutscene. Unstitch him, rip out his heart. Now we've got the last guy here. Tap that A button. At least the quick time events aren't really bad.
No!
And so
I told you
we'll just go ahead and
I
skip
was
this
going.
cutscene. And now we can continue the quest. That was a waste of 10 minutes simply because the game just didn't save right here where you think it would. Alright. So the next chapter is 4 more levels about this castle.
Curious, isn't it?
Are we ever going to
Love
get
can
away
be
from the
a powerful
castle?
weapon, it seems, even to those who are dead. Laura has spared him. Though she has the power to take his life, she has given it back, and all for love. Perhaps she remembers her true mother's arms around her, comforting her before she became this creature. Perhaps she remembers the feelings of love thought long lost to her heart all those years ago. A child's love is without bitterness or boundaries, a pure love. I wonder what will become of her, this lost soul, when we kill her present mother and send her to the pits of hell where she belongs.
Are we sending the mother to the pits of hell, or both the mother and the daughter vampire? I'm not sure. I wonder if that character shows up in any of the other Castlevania games. Well, she's the only main character so far we've seen that hasn't died like 3 levels afterwards, except for, I guess, Zobek. Is that what his name is? Patrick Stewart? At a certain level, we have to get away from this castle. We have to go to the Necromancer's domain, which may also be a castle. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. For a game called Castlevania, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole game was set in a castle. Here they're doing this visual effect that I hate, where there's a piece of glass in front of the camera, and so the snow is hitting that glass. Alright. We are far away from the character again. And we are climbing. So I assume we're just climbing from the bedroom of the where we were fighting the puppets. Interesting. Did not push backwards to jump there. I just let go of the controls and it started allowing me to jump. This may be rather quiet an experience if we're just going to be outside the castle the whole time. Of course, each one of these levels has to conform to at least a few things. It has to have a couple scrolls. It has to have a couple of collectibles. Otherwise, it's not going to feel much like a game or much like a level. There we go. We saved. Where are we on our health? My health is at full. So we come in here. And it's nice and quiet again. We've got this. Another scroll. And it looks like a combination lock. And a skeleton. It It's strange, why are there skeletons? So the right move here may very well have been to just try to solve the combination and get out of this section. Particularly if the game is not going to like have a finite number of skeletons. If this is just gonna go on forever, I guess I can go in this mode for as long as I want since there's a refill thing right next to it. I see 3 skeletons and 1 vampire. Come on, skeletons. Let's see. Can I just come over here and do something like this? Actually, I can. And they'll seem to take no heed of it. But there's some more vampires showing up. That was a really fast jump. Is that because I'm in fire demon mode? Grab this guy. You have to be right next to him, I guess. Alright. So I've cleared out the area. The question then will become, do I need... That's good. That's good. That's bad. That could have guessed that one. Bad. Bad. Good. Good. Now, there could be a third combination here that they're choosing not to use, and I'm kind of grateful for it. There could have been a activate it without using magic at all, which then would have made the combinations a lot difficult. In fact, probably close to impossible for a lot of players because they just wouldn't have the determination to sit there and try every single combination. It's not really much of a puzzle though. Wow. This game loves to come out to these far zoom sections that this would be a cool cutscene, but it really doesn't work well as a video game scene because if there was anything that was going to attack me, if I could walk off either edge, which I can't, it would be incredibly frustrating. Alright. So this will just be little demon imps. They're not a problem. I may need to move faster though, because these may just keep on coming. Oh, I did not realize I'm about to die. What? Let's see. Let's see. Game? What are you doing to me, game? This thing doesn't... This thing does not work. And there's no grip here? Is there any item? Let's see. Let's see, that's the hint scroll that we already did, and this is just a story scroll. And alright. I guess I have to do this and then roll here. And this puts me in two different positions where I can go. Found the tower key, so I did have to come down this way. Oh, actually I need to regain health like crazy or I'm about to die. I guess I triggered a quick time event. So I guess that's alright. If I did die. That's one. I've got my health back up to half. Guess I need to get better at dodging, definitely. No, don't do that. Instead, do that. Alright. And we have to take a brief pause for you because I'm receiving a phone call that I need to check out. So I will just pause it here and it will only feel like a second to you. And we're back. Boy, was that dumb. Wrong number. Just a freaking wrong number completely. I don't get phone calls but once, maybe every 3 or 4 months, if you believe it. That's about the only time I get a phone call. So I have a tendency to believe, and usually I check to see who is calling, but I misread the pop-up on my phone. I thought it said something else. So we have the tower key now, and we can run up this. What would you call this? I would call it a chain, but it's made out of concrete, so it's actually just like this concrete bridge that's being held up by nothing. There's nothing holding up the middle sections. There's nothing holding up the edges. Magic, I would assume. That's the true thing, keeping it from falling down. Where am I with everything? I have holy flasks. I have daggers. I have fairies. I do need life, so I will take that. And I could certainly use more other things, but I don't have them. I've started to realize this guy uses magic in quite a mundane way. He just to move keys from one place to the other, to pick up scrolls and such. He just uses it like it's nothing. So I guess I can buy some more skills. Jeez, there was not a lot of stuff in that level. That one little puzzle and that was it. We're down to 3 remaining skills and I haven't had anything else unlock. There was a magic and a good magic and an evil magic expansion gem there somewhere. Move on to the next level.
The vampire's mercy is playing on his thoughts. I see that clearly on his face. Perhaps Laura reminded him of poor Claudia. Seeing his beloved Marie again has brought it all back to him. Marie's love is all he has now, and the hope of holding her again, the only hope. He is close now, close to the bitch who commands these vampire vermin. Gabriel will make her pay for the injustices he has felt at her hands. She is powerful. She will try every trick in the book to tempt him to her cause. There is just the small matter of the clockwork tower to overcome first. Another mad invention of Frankenstein that I hope will only delay his sweet revenge.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up fighting that spider again. Too many people in here. It's like perhaps Laura, the vampire girl, reminded him of Claudia, the psychic witch girl that could show them how to use the demon gems. And Marie is his wife. It's too many names. It's too many characters, really. Why in the architecture of all these buildings are there so many angels? Well, I suppose it makes sense because in theory, at least, these points on the planet, not the buildings per se, but the points were like the holiest spots in all the land. And if that was the case, it would make sense. As I fall to my death, it would be a better thing if he just threw his like chain whip. Am I holding the wrong thing? If he just threw his chain whip right there and saved himself, that would be great. Yeah, I'm holding the left trigger instead of the right trigger. That's why it's not working. Notice, of the 3 times I walked on there, 3 times I had to do that, which I suspect heavily implies these are actually programmed into it, so you fall off. Either that, or I'm just a really clumsy walker. I wonder if I use the fire dash on these things, could I just dash right through them? That would really change the spirit of the game. The jumps that he can make are quite Except for those few places where they weren't that quite far. Barely made that. As this turns, I don't think there's anything different on any of these platforms to climb upward. So there's two ways this could go. I can go downward, or I can climb up. I see I'm supposed to climb up here. Oh no, where is that thing gonna reset me? How about this? Start with that. This platforming is going to turn into a nightmare. Right, now, did I collect that piece that's down there? I don't know. This is going to take forever. For every fall, every little mistake that's made will reset me. And it's lowering my health a little bit each time. So there is a permanent solution to this problem in the form of just gaming over. I desperately need to get out of this section. But yeah, to get back to the angel statues, I would think Frankenstein particularly would have no reason to put angel statues. I don't see a real reason why I don't see a real reason why the vampire lady would do that either. See, that seems like that's too far to jump there. And if there was a grapple point or something, that would make more sense. Come on. Give me a checkpoint somewhere close. Alright, that's a little helpful. Fortunately, it's not as helpful as it should be, considering I don't have that ability. See, and now it just feels like that whole thing is lined up differently. I don't have the ability to instantaneously refill my health. Game? Well, I don't have an ability to refill my health at all, actually. No, I think that was the right move. I kind of want to look at the camera. If I could turn it around and see if I missed a section. But I guess I didn't. Here we go. Again, the camera's in very strange angles. All you have to do is hold that right trigger. I guess I did get to scroll from that, what a gem from that guy. Because he's not glowing down there. And now what? Let's see. I guess there's... Because this part here doesn't seem like it's gonna ever Stop. And it feels like you could almost get that momentum if you time it right. Come on, is there nothing else here? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a double jump. Two, three, one. Alright, I'm gonna wait a little bit to get this timing done. 1, 2, 3. Is there something more to this? Can I perhaps swing to the left or the right? 2. And I guess I need to be lower down. 1, 2, 3. This is ridiculous. The game has never had me do anything like this. Oh, and I barely made it that time. If I had just not moved. Is it this, this? Wow. Hopefully that's the only way. Let's go to the left here and just... Nope, can't go that way. So hopefully this is a checkpoint. And now I can jump down here. Come on, platform. You're moving rather slow, platform. There we go. And then jump this way and get another checkpoint there. Almost fell again. And then we just wait till we get close so we can reach this. Is this the fun part of this game? Really? Interesting. I'm surprised I made it there. And see, this would be great if I could go in this mode and then just do this and refill my health, but it's not working that way. I'd have to actually attack something. Is this a switch? Nope. 3, 2, 1, go. Almost made it that time. Alright. I guess I have to be more careful here. When it goes, when it goes, when it goes. There we go. This way, and then jump. Come on. Come on, game. I'm not going to be denied this just because you don't want to give it to me. Found a life gem, and with that life gem I did happily refill my life. That certainly goes to show a good example of where playing this a second time would be more difficult than the first time, because you won't get that free refill of life. Hey, and I guess I have to twist this and always pull backwards. Some of these gameplay mechanics are the same gameplay mechanics over everything. Like every single game, not every single game, but huge amounts of games have a pedestal that you turn. And it will look different, but it will be the same internals that somebody programmed once. Alright, this guy has certainly gotten more difficult. Am I gonna have to shock him? Or can I just defeat him this time? Trying to do as much damage as possible, as fast as possible, because I imagine there's a second setup to this. Maybe not. Maybe it's just gonna let me get this done with. Interesting. So he crushed the head or the demon or whatever that was. I could never get a close look at it. This game in particular is bad about that. You just don't get a good look at things. And there's some rather pretty things in this game. I'd love to be able to see that statue up close, but I bet I will only get one angle at most, and this may be the as close and the one angle they want you to see it at. I would love to see our character up close. Just have some art, maybe in the artwork section. That will be the way it works. Maybe once we start unlocking artwork at the end of the game, we'll start seeing some of the stuff. So I did everything. Interesting. And I don't have enough. What is the minimum I need now on experience? 3,500 and then 6,000 twice over. Alright. So we have enough time to do one more level.
The giant mechanisms and gears continue to turn, but Gabriel continues to foil them. He is now in the heart of evil. Darkness is all around, surrounding him from all sides. Here he will meet the brother of the one he destroyed in the village. His name is Olrox. The two brothers have been her greatest champions, yet I sense their reign of evil is ending here tonight. Olrox and his brother Brawner are traitors who took sides with the Queen when she became one of the Dark Lords. He has wreaked terror on the lands ever since. But now he will meet one who is greater, more powerful than he, one who will deliver a message without any mercy. Olrox, meet Gabriel Belmont and his vampire killer.
So, those two brothers were probably part of the order that I'm in, and then they got turned into vampires by the lady vampire queen. Is this just going to be a fight sequence and nothing more?
You shall not pass through here.
You shall not stand in my way.
the comparison of those two,
My lady will be pleased after I bring her your head.
like, they're different voices. One seems like he's a Highlander, Scottish type dialect, and the other seems downright like Russian. Doesn't work well when these two people are supposed to be kind of from the same land, unless the order it covers all of Europe and Russia, and there can just be people with drastically different dialects and accents. That's the word, accents. I keep trying to remember what the word is. Let's get our health back. So far, so good. This doesn't really feel that intense of a fight.
Dark Lady watches over you.
He's at half his life if he's not gonna do. Maybe he drinks my blood and regains his life. Maybe that's part of it. But if that is the case, it's not working. I guess I want to keep all my weapons and stuff set up for the holy flasks and such.
How dare you challenge my lady?
The fact that you can just hit these guys, like he's doing this whole disappearing attack and it's not even mattering. He just drank blood from the werewolf. But yeah, his whole disappearing attack doesn't even stop me because I can just press the X button wildly and hit him. Was I supposed to dash into him?
My lady will be pleased after I bring her your head.
See, if it's the case that I'm supposed to dash into him, that would kind of make sense, but that is also kind of a difficult quest to do. Will I win this battle any other way, or do I have to dash? He's dropping quite a lot of these things. Alright. Which way? No, it is a punch. I think it's a punch.
My lady will be pleased after I bring her your head.
Maybe I'm supposed to just hit him in the back. I don't know. I'm not gaining enough things.
How dare you challenge my lady?
I'm not even absorbing half of these. How many times am I gonna go through this? Let's see. Do I need a scroll? It's like, get behind him. That doesn't seem right. Let's see. We don't have a scroll or anything. We have some characters. Let's see. Another demon spawn vampire. Are we gonna waste our gem on him? I suppose what I could do. Since it doesn't feel like either one of them are working, I could try the demon crystal after I try just a fire, a holy water vial. After a while, though, the game needs to give me some explanation. What do you want from me? Because obviously it's prompting me to do something. I just don't have a clue what. And it's not like he's showing up and then being like, that's not it, and doing this doesn't do anything. Oh, I destroyed his. Oh, I see. Good.
How dare you challenge my lady?
So now I need to just recover, and I now know that it is a matter of destroying his meal. That we're trying to do here. So don't try to throw him into the spikes or anything. It's not that complicated. Just kill the werewolf.
Please, after I bring her your head.
So this is gonna take a couple of times. So I just gotta come over here and start knocking him out of the way and then destroy that body. There we go. And see, we can see the game's even saving, telling me that I'm doing a good job. Signaling to me that, at least. Wouldn't save the game if I was doing the wrong thing. And I decided to absorb some more energy right at the wrong time there. Trying to keep my life up.
The Dark Lady watches over you.
I still have probably 1 or 2 life bar gems to fill up, and I imagine when you beat the game, it's either going to be close to all of them collected, or there's more than necessary to collect, because I'm pretty close to the max level already. He's only got 1 more. Wouldn't it be a surprise if he opens that one and there's nothing in it?
My lady will be pleased after I bring her your head.
Keep on dodging and attacking.
The Dark Lady watches over you.
There we go. Ah, there's a skull, collectible back behind there too. Right in the middle of the fight, I'm gonna like try and collect that thing, and it won't work. All right. So maybe I'll get an opportunity after the fight to collect that collectible. Otherwise, I have no idea when you would have the opportunity to get it.
My lady will be pleased after I bring her your head.
He's repeating himself quite a lot. Oops. Here we go. He's stunned. Quick time event time. And it's filling in some kind of combination lock. The blood is. Alright. Let's go ahead and collect this. Nothing here, nothing here. And if I break this statue here, nothing? Alright, good. So what do I do? Found the scroll, read it in your travels book. What's going on here? So I have to get to the end of the maze without hitting any drain. That shouldn't be that difficult. But it is proving to be difficult. Okay. I see how this works now. We've got a limited amount of time to get this blood to travel from basin to basin. So if I screw up, does it restart to the beginning, or does it restart to the checkpoint? Right. This is a kind of silly puzzle to do right now. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. It seems like it's just a second too slow. Let's see. I think we have to go this way. I just feel like that gives us enough to go this way now. I don't think I'm gonna win on this attempt, but maybe. We did it. I suppose I could have skipped that puzzle. And this will just end the level, right? And we got all the collectibles here again because that was just the boss fight and that was all that was there. So I can buy this skill, which now leaves me with only 2 more things for 6,000, and as far as I can tell, that's probably all I'm going to unlock, at least for a while, maybe for the rest of the game. They haven't given us any new equipment or anything in a long time. Anywho, that's right about time. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.